All right, we got another big fight in the sport of boxing coming up at the end of the month. We've got the undisputed world junior middleweight champion, Jermell Charlo, challenging the undisputed world super middleweight champion. That'll be Canelo Álvarez. That will go down September 30th in Vegas. It's another marquee matchup this year. That'll be on Showtime pay-per-view. So, joining me to talk some boxing is the president of Showtime Sports, the one and only Stephen Espinoza. Cowboys fan who's pretty happy after they whipped the Giants on Sunday night. How you doing, Stephen?
I'm good. It's a good week.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure for you it is. For the New York Giants fans that are watching, they're just rolling their eyes. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about boxing. All right, Stephen. Canelo Charlo, two undisputed champions. Can you explain for the casual boxing fan why this is a historic fight and why they should tune into this matchup?
Well, you know, there's a lot of titles in boxing. Everybody sort of complains about that. So it's rare when you get a fighter that is able to amass all the titles and become, you know, obviously undisputed. And it's even more rare when you have an undisputed fighter in one division having the opportunity to fight an undisputed fighter in a different division. And that's what this fight is all about. And it's sort of like a Batman versus Superman matchup. You've got two really accomplished fighters, two guys who have sort of cleaned out their respective divisions. And now it moves from, well, what if Batman fought Superman? Now this is a reality. What if this undisputed champion fought the next one? That's what we have on September 30th.
Yeah, that's what you have on September 30th. It should be a good one. A lot of anticipation for it. Now, Charlo, he's moving up 2 weight classes for this one to fight Canelo. So at this point in his career, talking about Jermell, do you believe that he is ready for this kind of challenge?
I think so. Like you said, he's done everything he can do in his own weight class, and now he's looking for bigger challenges. And the interesting thing is when they get in the ring, I don't think this is going to look like a big guy versus a small guy. We've already done some of the press events. We've seen Canelo and Charlo on the same stage together. Charlo is actually taller. He's longer. He's very aggressive. I think it's going to look like two guys who have been fighting in the same weight class their entire careers.
All right, that's what fans definitely want to see. Now, on the side with Canelo, how motivated do you think is he heading into this fight? Because he's looked, you know, kind of uninspired the last 2 bouts. But do you get the sense that he's motivated to face Charlo in this? Is he motivated for this challenge that he'll face now?
He is very open. He admits he has not looked his best. He obviously won often in dominating fashion the last couple of fights, but he says it. You know, he acknowledges the criticism. He says, I haven't looked the best. I've heard that. I acknowledge that. And there are reasons for that. He's not an excuse giver, but he says, look, there are things that happened, but don't worry. You're going to see the best Canelo that you've seen in a long, long time. I'm back to reassert my dominance in the sport of boxing.
All right. Now, fans definitely want to see a dominant Canelo where he's bringing you all that fury and that power. And last thing for me, Stephen, I got to talk to you about what is going on with boxing at Showtime Sports, because you guys have had some major fights this year with a ton of intrigue from boxing fans. We had Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia early in the year. Then we saw Spence versus Crawford this summer. And now Canelo versus Charlo. Can Showtime keep this streak alive? And what's the next big fight that you're hoping to give the boxing fan?
Well, we've got a lot of talent, a lot of guys who are still in the bullpen, so to speak, waiting for a fight. So when you look at guys like Tank Davis looking to get back, when you look at Deontay Wilder looking for a fight, a guy who might be in the cards for Canelo in the future, and David Benavidez, all of those guys need fights in the near future, and those are big pay-per-view fighters. I think we've got the star power to continue doing what we've been doing for a long time.
Yep, definitely have the star power, definitely have been bringing the fights in 2023. Fans, you can check out Canelo and Charlo. That's September 30th, going down in Vegas, the second home for Stephen Espinoza. He's usually there a lot, and that'll be on Showtime pay-per-view. That is Stephen Espinoza, president of Showtime Sports. Stephen, always good to talk some boxing with you. I hope you're well, and next time we talk, we'll probably talk a little bit more about how your Cowboys are doing down the road. We'll talk about that too.
Can't wait, Dexter. Good to see you.
All right, good to see you.